Good morning, everybody. This is Brother Rob, and I pastor the Jesus Name Pentecostal Church. This is Quarantine Devotion number 12. And the second type of Christian that we're looking at are the ostracized Christians. Not the ostrich Christians, but the ostracized Christians. A church in Smyrna was under intense persecution. Satan was taking a special interest in this group of believers. They were also being taunted by the Jewish zealots as well as being persecuted by the Roman leaders. It was a full court persecution. And it was their turn to carry the cross of Christ. And it was their turn to experience the world's hatred of the Master Jesus. And spiritual, financial, and cultural pressure were squeezing their hearts in a vice of fear. It's easy to forget where God brought us from and where He's taking us to when we're being ostracized by our enemies. And so Jesus gave them a special reminder to encourage them in their trials. Read with me Revelation chapter 2, verse 8 through 11. Revelation chapter 2, verse 8 through 11. And to the angel of the church in Smyrna write, the words of the first and the last who died and came to life. I know your tribulation and your poverty, parentheses, but you are rich, and the slander of those who say that they are Jews and are not, but are a synagogue of Satan. Do not fear what you are about to suffer. Behold, the devil's about to throw some of you into prison, that you may be tested, and for 10 days you will have tribulation. Be faithful unto death, and I will give you the crown of life. He who has an ear to hear, let him hear what the Spirit says to the churches. To the one who conquers will not be hurt by the second death. The most important thing to remember when we are being ostracized is that Jesus is the first and the last. That He always has the final say. If we remain faithful, then He will raise us up. When we are under intense persecution and everything around us is failing, we need to remember that Jesus not only died, but He came to life again. God knows the slanderous words being spoken against us. He knows the suffering we're going through. He even knows things that have not yet come to pass. But there is nothing to fear when we know God has everything under control. Not even death itself has the final say over us. And I love that the Lord told them that they would have to suffer for quote-unquote 10 days. And this will probably represent 10 years in prophecy. But it's good to know that God always puts a time limit on how long the devil is allowed to torment us. In the meantime, God is perfecting us. In the meantime, God is positioning the enemies of the kingdom for destruction. So stay faithful. Do not let fear get the best of you. Do not flinch in the face of death. Remember what the writer of Hebrews said in the book of Hebrews chapter 10, verse 35 and 36. Therefore, do not throw away your confidence, which has a great reward. For you have need of endurance, so that when you have done the will of God, you may receive what is promised. Being ostracized, being persecuted, going through trials and tribulations, feel like the devil's on your trail, feel like everybody's against you, hang in there, because Jesus saved you and He will bring you through. He's the first and the last. He's got everything under control. He's going to get you where you need to go. God bless you. Think about these things today and have a great day.